Namaskar, greetings, gratitude. Today on the hot seat with me is Dr. Lipakshi Khurana. She is a senior news anchor and a public speaking coach. I welcome you, Dr. Khurana. How are you doing?
I'm very well. Thank you so much, Preeti ji, for having me here. And, I am delighted to be a part of your series.
Thank
You're
you.
all in the
Thank you.
news, huh?
Thank you. Thanks to you again. And I see you are a doctorate in political science as well as an inner child and Hoponopo healer and a life coach. How did all this happen? Please throw some light.
So, Preeti ji, actually, what happened was that I was into anchoring since like very young. Uh, in fact, I was very, very young, when I was about 7, 8 years old, maybe, when these old iconic news personalities like Shobha Talwar and, Shami Narang and all these people were used to be there. So one day when Salma Sultana ji was reading the news and I was chotu sa sitting, जब खाली डीडी आया करता था तो one day my mom tells me कि how nice will it be. She calls me Gudiya abhi bhi, and she said कि Gudiya, how nice it would be if I see you one day reading news like this on DD. और उस जमाने में डीडी ही होता था, you remember.
Yeah.
So I don't know, वो होता है कि कभी-कभी सरस्वती माँ बैठी होती हैं.
Mhm.
So that time I think Saraswati Ma was on my mother's tongue, and universe conspired totally. After I finished with my 12th, then I did my graduation, and I was always inclined towards all this. Even in school, I was always doing anchoring for my school shows and things like that. And then the universe conspired and I landed up into anchoring. So yes, the interest was always there, and the universe has had my back totally.
Wonderful, wonderful. You've been a bright student from your school days. You were the head girl of your school, and also you've been awarded for your social service. And you did your doctorate from the prestigious LSR. Also,
Yeah.
you worked with popular TV serials, Sarigama team, also Antakshari, and you are in ANI, ZTV. You worked with DD News, and etc. There is so much to say. Any experience, any one of the incident that you would like to share with us of your journey?
Yeah, so the many actually. So yeah, after I started anchoring, this was again, as I said, everything happened by chance. And when I started my career with Close Up Antakshari and Saregama, so I was very, very young at that time, in my teens actually, when I had this drive of doing something. And I remember, that time Sonu Nigam used to anchor Saregama, and he was such a crush for all the young females at that time.
Yes.
So from there, from there, Z News happened, and then when DD happened, it was again, I had to undergo a lot of rounds of interviews and group interviews and everything, and written tests. So ultimately, we made it here. So there are many, many things. You met so many people in line, and they, in fact, if I talk about my life, there have been many people sent by the universe at the right time, at the right place, who have kind of helped me in contributing of wherever I am today. And I can never, never undermine them, or can never forget the kind of influence and support they've had in my life. So even during my graduation, I was supported by my professor, who was not my professor. Her husband actually helped me, and then he became like I became his daughter literally, because he had two sons, and they considered me as the daughter. So उन्हीं के साथ फिर मैंने 2 किताबें लिखी. I wrote 2 books and did my PhD, did my post graduation. And then, of course, so it has been a journey, and there have been so many incidents like these, where when I reflect back, I realize कि हाँ, भगवान खुद तो नहीं आते, but then Bhagwan, he keeps on sending you angels in some or the other phase that they keep come and support you.
Definitely, definitely. And this is remarkable. You've been awarded the best CCX speaker. So, what is this all about?
So this was when I did my life coaching. In fact, I was with Success Gyan doing, taking part in the super speaker competition. And during that time also CCX happened. So I was in the, even in the super speaker, I was in the first 15 of the, in the entire country. And then CCX was a part of the life coach journey where we had to kind of speak on various topics, and they kind
Okay.
of selected the first 10. So I was a part of those first 10. And then when I got my certificate of life coaching, that is the time that we were awarded this trophy also. So it was cherry on the cake, and I was very
Wow,
very happy
beautiful.
about it.
Wonderful. So good. So nice. So, throughout
Yeah.
your journey, who has been your role model and why?
Okay. So I'm a very family person. Okay, I'm a very sensitive and a very family person. And my nanu, my maternal grandfather, he's had a very very big influence on me. He is my role model. He isn't there in his physical form as yet now, but he's there. He's all around me. In every breath I take, I think I owe a lot to him, because he kind of, he was a living encyclopedia even in his time. We lost him in 2014, but he always used to say that I'm going to go with my boots on, and that's what he did. He had a slight fever और घर बोल के गए कि मैं अभी आ रहा हूँ डॉक्टर को दिखा के, and he did not come back. That's okay. But then uh, he was a fighter. He was a man of strong principles. He was a living legend. And, he could talk to an old person as comfortably as he could speak to a small child, and with the same interest, with the same knowledge. And he could speak on any subject with the same ease. And the English you and I speak these days, he could speak in those days. And he underwent partition, and the way he got educated himself, the way he used to cycle and walk miles to get education for himself. So, and the way he supported his family later on, the way he brought up his kids, everything was, just everything you could learn from. So he is still there, because legends never die. So he's still there all around his grandchildren, his children, and yeah, he is a great, great role model.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, if I may know, Lipakshi in one word,
Sorry, I didn't get
Lipakshi,
it.
Lipakshi is what will we call Lipakshi in one word?
Okay, a fighter. Fighter in the
Nice.
sense, not a fighter, but a fighter. If I, my
Resilient.
circumstances, yeah, a fighter in whatever I do, in resilience in my spirit. So yes, I do bounce back, even if at times as a human you tend to kind of give in, but then bouncing back, I think, is what I specialize in. So I can't stay gloomy for very long. No matter how big it is, I will just bounce back, and I'm a resilient person. So करना है.
Good. बिल्कुल बहुत बढ़िया. And what is life for you?
Okay, life for me, like there's been a lot of contrast, with both high points, tough times. But hold a very strong belief here that in the importance of perseverance, there's a lot of perseverance and guidance of something bigger than yourself. So whether that's faith, whether that's destiny, whether that's purpose, like for me, life was always like a constant balancing and in between overcoming challenges, appreciating the moments of growth and achievement. Um, Maybe life for me is the belief in hard work, which kind of helped me to push through difficult times when they came, and the power of Almighty always there, the omnipresent power, the omniscient, which kind of provided comfort and sense of direction to me always. So there were times when I felt very tired from this journey. At times, these moments come in everybody's life when you feel very overwhelmed, many ups and downs. But I believe my belief in the higher power, in the higher self, kept me grounded and focused, and my dream of a bigger picture. So life for me is like finding strength again in resilience and growth, and peace in trusting your own very self. In fact, trusting every experience you undergo. So both good and bad, and understanding that everything has a higher purpose.
Wonderful. Very true. Thank you. Thank you so much. And the last question. I see your day begins early morning, right 4 a.m., and you are busy right now. Also, you
4
are coming
o'clock.
from your news. 4 o'clock in the 4 a.m. you get up, and so I really want to know, how do
Yeah.
you find time for your interests, your hobbies in such a busy routine?
So I'm a workaholic, and my kids also feel very irritated about this fact at times because I expect them to do the same, which is not right at times. Yeah, but then yeah, so I get up in the morning, I finish my daily chores, then come to the office, do my work here, and then when I go back home, then I kind of pull in some minutes here, some minutes there, tend to do whatever work I have to do. So yeah, I think it's about utilizing the time, utilizing every moment you have in doing whatever you want to do. So if your interest is there, then you kind of try and take out time. And I think trying is the key, where you kind of just mark ki nahi yaar, time to nikalna hi padega. So you kind of do it because at times your habits and your passion gives you that me time also. So I do crave for that me time, and that gives me the energy back to bounce. So yeah, that is how you just kind of take out time and do whatever you want, even if it is for like 2 minutes at times, even if it is five minutes for at times. But then it gives you that energy ki nahi yaar, kuch to kara apne liye.
Beautiful, beautiful, very inspiring. Thank you so much, Lipakshi, for coming today at Star Talks and telling us so much about yourself and how you have motivated all of us and inspired, I'm sure many would be. Thank you. Thank you so much for
So
coming.
thankful for you. I'm so thankful to you for having me here, and you are an inspiration yourself. You're doing so well, and I was looking forward for this. Thank you
Thank
so
you. My
much for having
pleasure.
me.
My pleasure. My dear
Bye.
audience, bye. So, we are here today, and I want to tell you that we will be meeting next week now. So we will be breaking off for the weekend, and I'll get back with another personality, another celebrity who has inspired my life. Till then, enjoy yourself. Goodbye.